Welcome back, everybody. We are on part 5. Next match that we're going to talk about from Hell in a Cell, Rusev versus Big Show. We ran down some of our opinions about Rusev in the previous segment with the U.S. title. Some of us think that the next thing that's going to happen is that he will be taking the title from Sheamus and keep that undefeated streak going. So, obviously, if that's the case, then the undefeated streak has to keep going here against Big Show. No matter what, I think that he's beaten Big Show. I think we probably can all agree about that, right? Is anybody actually going to say the Big Show's going to win?
I don't know.
I think the Big Show's going to win.
No, I feel like they would go for the surprise win. If anyone was going to do it, it'd be the Big Show. If for the surprise factor, they'd pick the Big Show, but I don't think it'll happen.
I feel like the Big Show's going to win via DQ.
Oh, or lose via DQ?
No, he's going to win via DQ.
You think that Russian flag's going to be used to pound on the Big Show?
You know a thing or two about pounding, so I don't know.
Go ahead, Drew. Try to deny it.
Oh man, every time you do that laugh now, I picture you ever see Robin Hood with the snake, and he had this little tongue that he put into King John's ear.
Yeah.
Now I have your little snake tongue going in my ear whenever you do that.
It's a horrifying image. Drew with a snake tongue in your ear. Alright, so let's go around here. Rusev versus Big Show. You guys think this is going to be a good match or not? I actually thought that their match on Raw was probably one of the better Rusev matches that I've seen in a really long time, so I'm not as down on this one as I've been in a lot of other ones, but that being said, still not looking forward to it. So I'm kind of in the middle ground there. Peyton, what do you think? Is this going to be good? Bad? Meh?
I think it'll be meh. I mean, I'm not expecting greatness. I think it'll be watchable. And as I said, I expect Big Show to win via DQ when he looks like he's about to have Rusev down for the count, but in comes Mark Henry, who doesn't want Big Show to get the glory.
And then someone's going to get their ass kicked.
Because that's what he do.
There you go.
I think that Rusev's definitely going to take this, and I think the match is going to be pretty average. Nothing special, and you can't really expect much more than that out of these two guys. As far as the finish goes, I could see a bullshit DQ win going in there for a Big Show, but I'm pretty confident Rusev's taking it.
We go.
I think, honestly, yeah, I think this could be a DQ situation to set up Big Show versus Mark Henry.
What about the quality of the match? You think it's going to be good?
Big Show's not that bad of a worker, so it could be a halfway decent matchup. I mean, Rusev, I think, has really shown his ability to sell is even better than I'd say certain main eventers. So it could be a good matchup in theory. I mean, we would have to see.
Can we all admit that Rusev's a talent now?
Yeah.
I've been trying to push that since Mad Early, and you're all like, no, fuck him, just another generic guy.
I don't think he's anything special, but he is definitely better than I gave him credit for.
I still think he's about the same as on par as what I thought from before. I'm not impressed. He's not terrible. He's not he's better than Kozlov.
Kozlov.
Yeah,
It's a far cry from Kozlov.
I will take the Kozlov comment back, but I still don't think he's anything special.
Right.
No, I think the character's
He's still going to
generic.
prove a lot.
No, the character's generic.
Character still needs a
think
lot of improvement.
I think he, as a wrestler, has impressed me a lot.
I really like how he's been talking a lot lately. And you know who he reminds me of when he does his promos? Iron Sheik.
Or Iron Sheik, yeah.
I was going to say Moomsy.
No, seriously, one of these days I'm just expecting him to go, Russia #1, America.
He needs to throw in some random F-bombs in there.
That's when he gets old.
Yeah, start talking about Hulk Hogan being gay.
That's when it gets to Twitter.
Can we just talk about Drew being gay?
We just talk about Iron Sheik. Fuck, can we see Iron Sheik versus Big Show?
I'd watch that.
Yeah, I will give him credit that he's not as bad as Kozlov was, because Kozlov was fucking garbage.
Oh, he was fucking horrible, and even he got a freaking main event match.
Yeah, I can't believe that they really pushed that guy that far. I was so paranoid when they were talking about maybe having him against Undertaker. Ugh. God, bad memories. But
me and Jester used to have a friend of ours named Kozlov. It was this big fat guy that used to have the pointed nose like Kozlov, so we just called him Kozlov a lot. It was a
Or
running
was it
gag.
because his name was Kozlov?
No, it wasn't. We used to make fun of him because he was like a really annoying TNA mark.
You
that would go
said
to-
his name was Kozlov.
we called him Kozlov.
Kozlov?
His name wasn't Kozlov, but we called him that because he had the brow and the nose that Kozlov had. He was
That
like
would be so fucking funny though. It was like we know this guy, his name's Bill, so we called him Bill all the time because he looked like a Bill.
His name just happened to also be Kozlov, but we called him that because of his nose.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
What was Kozlov's real name? Do you remember?
I have no idea. We never learned it.
Was it Bill?
I thought it was Kozlov.
Yeah, it's Kozlov.
It was Alexander. All right, so Drew, I don't think I got your opinion about whether or not this is going to be a good match.
Well, I think it's gonna be good, but I'm very conflicted about what I believe the ending will be. Right now, I'll go with Rusev winning, but I wouldn't be surprised if Mark Henry came out and somehow got involved in the match and turned on Big Show or whatnot. So, I think it'll be above average match. I think it'll serve as a I think the crowd will get into it because apparently soldiers getting kicked in the head is worth going USA for.
People get hot about that.
People got. I don't know. It's been 2 days since that. Has people really been talking about that at all?
What?
About the
soldier thing? Yeah.
Well,
What
what
if,
happened?
like,
I'm lost.
Oh, on
You didn't
Raw,
see on Raw?
Kozlov kicked a soldier who ran in the ring because Kozlov was about to pull down the American flag because Big Show switched Rusev's flag with the American flag. Da, 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 da.
What
Oh,
song
and-
is that?
What the fuck was that, Drew? Are you having a stroke? Oh, please tell me you're having a stroke.
I didn't see it, but I'm willing to bet if there are some people that got upset about it, they'll probably put like some BS apology out just to kind of stem the tide. WWE, you can never take their apology seriously anymore, because they know how to play the game. They know how to work the fans.
I can just picture some like Midwestern guy with a beer chucking it like in anger out of this and be like, "That's bullshit. This is America. You can't do that." Like, if there are people pissed off about that, it's a fucking show. I would love to see them do more of that kind of stuff. Like, you know how John Cena sometimes at WrestleMania he'll like have all the troops like in the entrance ramp, and they'll all be like saluting, and he'll run down in the middle of them and stuff. Have them set up with different soldiers, and Rusev just kicks them like on the way to the ring or something like that. Just get lots of heat. Do whatever the fuck you need to do. Don't go crazy enough to actually like hurt real people, but if you can figure out a way to ruffle some feathers, do it. Why not?
Yeah, the only time they need to be worried is if they get like press from like the bad kind of tabloids. Like if USA Today picks them up and be like, "Oh, look at how barbaric these guys are," then they kind of got to be worried about that because that's the kind of backlash that they really can't afford to have.
Yeah, the backlash of the last 2 days, and everyone forgets about it.
Yeah.
I remember Backlash.
Yeah, it's fine. They can just change Backlash to Extreme Rules.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that is Rusev versus Big Show. Our opinions about that match. We're going to continue on here. Divas Championship, AJ Lee versus Paige in Part 6.